even then, you subconsciously blink without knowing until now. You noticed it more. So no, that's the thing though. Like, it's crazy. I be at work. I was late at work today, but I be walking, and as soon as I think about how I'm walking, I start walking weird, and like my whole body posture just like tweaks out. And I'm like, yo, now I have to think about something else to walk normal. And it's like, bro, I don't know how that works. Stuff you're doing at the moment, it just feels entirely different when you actually think about it subconsciously. It's like, what the I got a video for that. He said, did you know that a raccoon can fit into a hole of 2 inches in the diameter? And did you know that your chocolate starfish can open up to 6 inches? So in theory, you can fit 3 raccoons up your ass. Huh? We listen and we don't. Hey. We listen and we don't judge. Let's get to the video, man. You probably don't exist. There's about to be some deep shit, man.
Thinking, where'd you come up with that title, genius? On the toilet? Well, yes, actually. And that's because today we're mainly going to be talking about consciousness and... Jesus, what the fuck?
You almost got me. I ain't gonna lie, you almost got me. I tilted myself. I was like, oh, okay. You almost got me. Why am I on my one knee? Like I'm freaking... Man, let me get in my chair.
Fear is an automatic response in your
it might be a little low for y'all. Let me put this up.
brain to perceived scary shit. But fear itself is not under your conscious control. It is automatic, and if it's automatic, then that is not you. It is a thing your brain does, but it is not a thing that you do, conscious you. So presumably, there's stuff in your brain you don't control, and then there's stuff in your brain that you do control. Stuff that is you. Let's find out where the line is then, shall we? Well, for most of the day so far, you've been blinking and breathing automatically. Congratulations, keep it up, but now you're thinking about it, so you're doing it manually. Anyway, you'll forget about it in a few minutes, and all of that will become automatic again. So
that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's exactly what I'm talking about. I always do it every time I work. I'm like, yo, I'm really here right now. Like, I'm really, like, standing up. Like, I'm walking, and I'm like, damn, like, I've been walking at a pretty good pace. And so I'm like, yo, walk. My brain like, walking? Oh, word? I'm like, I start stumbling. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? All of a sudden, I'm like going this. I'm start curving my walks. I'm like, yo, what's going on with me? It don't make sense.
So that is not you. Okay, what next? Well, what about the things you like? Surely we choose those. Let's say your music taste, for example. Good music activates the part of the brain dealing with euphoric reward response, or the bit that makes you feel nice. Okay, fine, but did you choose to prefer Metallica over Beethoven, or over the blood-curdling sound of 2 cats banging outside? No, obviously not, otherwise you just choose to prefer everything. Even though you can choose what to listen to, the preference itself, what presses your musical, or foodish, or social buttons, is out of your control. So that is also not you. Okay, so we'll push the line over a bit more. You don't control what scares you, you don't control basic survival stuff, you don't control what you enjoy. So okay, but at least you can choose what your brain is processing, right? Where to put your mind. Yeah, well, not always. If you're a native English speaker or just fluent in English, you're not choosing to understand these words, are you? They're just coming in and your brain is doing the work for you. Like, try to hear these syllables without the meaning. An adequate kitchen. A stationary football. 2 cats reenacting a scene from the motion picture Titanic, having provided a rubber ring for the mice. An anthropomorphized dog off for his final exam before qualifying as a lumberjack. A man successfully combining his responsibilities as an accountant with his love of...
I want to know the lore behind this. Are those your boxers? Or are you just wearing like swimming trunks? Can't you? This is a crazy combination, bro. And you finna get that laptop. You finna break that laptop, bro. Off of water damage. Let me stop. This is not what we're here for. Let me stop.
Nautical tourism. A man with a hitherto unexplained eye condition attempting to play a piece of music on the abacus while not gripping the abacus correctly. And a doctor who is about to destroy a burger as well as the majority of his left hand with the help of, if I am not mistaken, a silenced Walther PPK. It's impossible because language processing, when you're good enough, is automatic. So that is not you. Okay, Jesus, but what about high-level stuff? What about playing instruments or driving a car? That must take awareness. That can't be automatic. Yeah, okay, probably, for the first while. But if you play an instrument, you may have noticed your fingers just know what they're doing, automatically. Or if you drive, you know it's possible to get from A to B in a car and spend the entire time having an argument in your head with your dad because he still hasn't bought you that fucking Etch-a-Sketch, while never actually thinking about changing gear or pushing the pedals.
It's literally like, this is from Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. I don't know if y'all watch it, but y'all probably heard this outside of, like, just this anime alone, but they call it the flow state. And I'm sure, Harry, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like, being an athlete, you're just in a flow state. You just automatically know what you're doing. Like, you just know what to do. Your body just moves on its own, and then you know, it's like you just locked in, bro, pretty much. But yeah, that flow state is a different type of feeling, bro. Especially in the gym. Did you know that small intestines are at least 22 feet long? It can be up to 40 feet depending on how long tall you are. Yo, imagine you 6'6", bro. Imagine my shit probably like 25 feet. Flow state is peak. I'm telling you, bro. They'll be the best feelings. And when you're done, you're like, damn, like, why can't I act like this all the time? But, you know, it just takes a certain level of, like, locking in, bro. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It just happens. It just happens, bro.
So high-level motor coordination, when you practice it, can be completely automatic too. Yeah, okay, but at least simple motor tasks are in your control. Moving a hand or a leg or whatever. Yeah. Or not. Very simply, Benjamin Libet did a fairly famous experiment with getting people to press a button randomly when they felt like it. He was monitoring their brain activity while they did this. The weird thing is that the brain seemed to be preparing to push the button a disturbing length of time before people were reporting choosing to press the button itself. There are problems with this experiment for sure, but it does seem a bit like the systems underneath you, underneath being conscious, might be way more essential than the conscious systems themselves, and that choosing to do stuff is maybe just a game the brain plays afterwards to justify what it was already going to do anyway. Maybe. Okay, so fear isn't you, survival stuff isn't you, preference isn't you, lots of...
Did you know that the only organ that doesn't have any pain nerves is the brain? Which is ironic because it's essentially your main power source. I mean, yeah, it is the most fragile though, but it's like, it is the most fragile. But it is ironic though, ironic as hell.
Motor control
You ain't
isn't you.
wrong.
Christ, what else is going on in there that isn't you? Well, a fair bit actually. Like, oh, you know, balancing when you walk, or falling asleep and waking up, or remembering who you are, or where you are, or when you are, or fetching memories in the first place, or taking all of the perceptions that are coming in through your senses.
I keep pausing, but like, was y'all ever like a kid and then y'all just went through like this random woke of awareness? You're like, what? Like, I'm here. Like, yo, I'm living. I'm here. I'm a human being. Like, what? Like, what? Man, it's crazy. I be having those moments too sometimes. I had it like 2 years ago, and I was like, damn, I'm really here. I'm living. Like, we're living life. Like, I'm black. Like, I could have been any other race. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm living. I'm here. The sun is out. I'm like, yo, it was just so weird, but I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Like, appreciate life, bro, because man, you never know when you could go, man.
Turning them into a coherent picture of the world that actually makes fucking sense, or even just processing everything at the same time, or processing text, or perceiving color, or just pretty much anything. Most of it is automatic, or at least not mediated by you consciously. Is there anything in your brain that you do control then, you silly, clever mess? Yeah, let's start by you closing your eyes. Go on. Are they closed? They bloody better be. Nothing nasty is going to come up on the screen or anything. Right? Closed? Cool.
Fuck, see, nah, I'm gonna partake in this, I feel like as soon as I open my eyes, I'm gonna see a freaking fat tarantula.
Yeah, let's start by you closing your eyes. Go on. Are they closed? They bloody better be. Nothing nasty is going to come up on the screen or anything. Right? Closed? Cool. If you listen to my voice for a moment and just try to ignore how grating and pretentious
I ain't trust him, bro. I don't mind. I ain't trust him. Okay, I'm gonna close him again.
it is, if you put everything else out of your mind, all the anxieties and the neuroses, all the sensations of your body, you will find that underneath all of that is nothing but awareness. There's no obvious you on the inside. There's no tiny cat pulling levers and pressing buttons. There's no center to being conscious. It's just presence. It's just awareness. There are sensations.
All mouth and no trousers is crazy.
Sensations and awareness of sensations, and then processes, probably most of them automatic. You
You are likely to you're likely the sort of person who borrows a stapler, then neglects to refill the stapler. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I know a person like that. That's fucked up. They'll leave like 2 more staplers. That's so fucked up. Then neglects to refill the staples upon returning to the original owner. Yeah, that's some dickhead shit. I ain't gonna lie.
You, as a thing, don't seem to have a center if you look for one. You, conscious you, do not really exist. Not concretely, to be very simple about it. That is the idea.
Pickles,
anyway,
bro.
Go on then. Open your eyes, you scallywag. Another automatic process in the brain might be the system
I know y'all ain't do it too, but I couldn't fully trust them all the way. I'm like, yeah, nah.
that says, I am a thing with a centered self. There is something on the inside doing the experiencing, and it is me. But maybe there isn't. Maybe there just fucking isn't. And what then? Well, insulting sign-off followed by jaunty classical music. Dovížděné. Hang on a second.
Got my ass. What?
And look, even if you are kind of a lie, which you might be, me too, you are still self-aware, whatever happens. And that is pretty unique. We don't know how self-aware other animals are. Almost no animals recognize their reflection for some reason, except maybe some of the great apes, possibly dolphins, elephants, and magpies for some reason. But a bigger question is if there are other species in the universe, and there probably are, and if they've been around a while, and they probably have, are they self-aware? We always...
Did you know that in theory that you could live without your left side of your brain, you would just be a legit vegetable? Yeah, your life would be like, it's like, I don't know, I feel like at that point, if that was the only way for me to live, I'd rather be put out my misery, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't want to live like that, you know what I mean? But for people that do have to go through that, that's a blessing to even be alive. But yeah, I would want somebody to put me out of my misery in GTA. Just pull the plug, exactly. In GTA.
We seem to make out that advanced aliens will have gone down similar lines to us, starting as cells, going up and up, building fast food joints, smoking doobies, etc. But would they be self-aware necessarily? Like, maybe evolution accidentally made some higher mammals on Earth self-aware because it's better for problem solving or something in this one case. Maybe it was just one of those weird drunken experiments nature undertakes sometimes, like platypuses or Winchester. Maybe we just got really lucky. This might be a one-time trick in the universe and we got to take it for a test drive. And that really gets one thinking, because what we need is a global holiday. And we'll call it Being Alive is Fucking Cool Day, where everyone gets the day off and just for a bit, even for a few hours, takes the time to remember that everyone you meet, however shit, is kind of a miracle in plain sight. And on Global Being Alive is Fucking Cool Day, we'll all eat donuts and take leisurely strolls in the park and be cool to everyone, and around 3 o'clock solemnly put our hands on our hearts and pledge the following: that as the sperm that won the race, as the mud that woke up, as a blob of carbon currently taking the shape of a human, I do declare that the world is fucking cool and being self-aware is fucking cool, and I shall henceforth hold doors open for people and fill pints right up to the top with only minimal foam, and endeavour not to be a knob unless it's absolutely necessary, and I do hereby furthermore declare that getting bored in a universe this weird is unacceptable, and if that happens, I should probably take up the tuba or organise a water fight. We shall have bad days, yes? We shall have good days, yes? All the while remembering that most things in the universe don't even have fucking days at all. Even if it's all a facade, there is something on the inside that knows it's a thing, and that is the cat's pajamas. That is the veritable lobster's bottom. Oh, and there'll be hats, and free beer, and bouncy castles, and I will see you there, carbon units. Rissivapur, Biob, now good for all.
Oh, right. Amen to the minimal foam. Yo. Hey, look. He's speaking facts. I ain't gonna lie, he's speaking facts. This is weird though, like, Pika really came at the perfect time. He's like, yo, damn. He's like, I got a video for that. Bro, I'll tell you, Pika's a supplier, bro. Like, bro, Pika's a supplier. Pika know what he doing, man. Oh my gosh. That was the most convenient timing ever known to man. But yeah, I don't know, it's crazy though. Like, I go through this damn near on a daily basis. Y'all probably do too, but like, it's just crazy. Like, you be thinking you got unique experiences until you see a whole video on it or like a whole short on it, and you're like, damn, well, we all live in the same life damn near. So we all be aware to a certain degree. So, you know, smash bros with the bros. Let's see how this go, man.